works we have in the sale on Thursday the 12th is a selection of 12 works from her extraordinary apartment on Fifth Avenue at 960. The works were collected more or less between the early 1980s and the late 1980s, so over a 10-year period, roughly a work a year. And some of the earliest works she collected were the works by Rothko and Monet. The Rothko #1 was the first of the pair she acquired. She acquired here at Christie's in 1982, and she bought Untitled Shades of Red the next year in 1983. Interestingly, both works were owned by the same owner beforehand, very important female collector in the 20th century called Mary Lasker, who consigned #1 to Christie's, and Mrs. Bass bought Untitled Shades of Red directly from her in 1983. Untitled Shades of Red, the estimate is 60 to 80 million, and #1 is 45 to 65 million. Large red Rothkos, these works of great primary color, come up at auction very seldom. The last work we had of equivalent quality of this red hue was 10 years ago, which remains the record. It was the pinkest Rothko, which made $86 million. We're hopeful that Untitled Shades of Red will set a new record, and it's similar to the Nymphaeas in the other room. Getting up close to it, you see that it's very difficult to reproduce, but the depth of color in the clouds is very special with this painting. This 1907 Monet from the Bass collection is a museum quality example from a very rare series and format. It's of the square format. Of these works, just under 10 are in museum collections, and it's very rare that we get to see them at auction. It's sold alongside an amazing Monet Parliament, which is similarly rare. We've had only 2 or 3 works of this series in the last 20 years at auction. There are 19 of them total that Monet painted, and there are only 4 in private hands. And the final in the amazing trio that hung in Mrs. Bass's dining room is a truly exceptional Monet Poplars, which is perhaps the rarest of the 3 in terms of what comes to auction. We've only had one in the last 15 years here at Christie's in 2011, and it's been over 10 years since we've seen one of any quality at all, and this happens to be an alpha quality museum example. The estimate on the Nymphaeas is $35 to $55 million. The Parliament is $40 to $60 million. And the estimate on the Poplars is $30 to $50 million. And each estimate is very conservative. We expect these works to go far beyond their estimates.